great day to be a Tiger. JSU By 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for
athletic
program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU By 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU By 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU By 40.
What up, what up? What's good, Tiger Nation? What up, bro? What it do, baby?
What up, Pippin? What's up, the I Love family? But man, it's
happy Wednesday, everybody. Come on in this thing, man. Hump day, hump day. I'll be off camera until I actually set up my laptop. I'm traveling right now, but you know, Zoe running point guard. He Magic Johnson with this thing tonight. So just wanted to keep the show going. Appreciate y'all for being patient with us. Starting at 9:30 tonight, we're gonna talk some UAPB, Jack State, and more. But I'll let you open it up, dog.
It's a side joke. Yeah, and more. Yeah, man. What's up, family? Y'all come on in, man. We got 200 in here already. Man, look, as y'all come in, man, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get this thing rolling, man. It is Wednesday, man, October 25th, middle of the week. And Ken, we ain't got but 3 of these things left, man. 3 of these things left.
3 weeks, man. 3 weeks, man. You know what's crazy though is that we were clamoring, bro, to get to football season, and here we are. We're 5-3 now, 8 games in. The season is gone. You know, it's gone how it's gone, and we got 3 more games. I mean, at this point, it's about finishing strong. Finishing who's gonna ride with us into the 2024 season, and who's not gonna ride with us. So at this point, man, it's do you want to be a Tiger time? You know what I'm saying?
Heavy
out and
Heavy on the do you want to be a Tiger time?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, listen, man. We getting into that era. You know, every season in football season, and then not only are we closing out football season, but we also ramping up, finna get ready to ramp up basketball season. The NBA kicked off last night. Lakers got whooped, but that's another story for another day. Shout out to AD for scoring 17 in the first half, 0 in the second half. But like I said, we'll pause on that and come back to that a different day. But no, man, it's all good, man. It's still football season. We still doing what we do, and it's on and popping, man. TD, what's good, big dog?
Life. Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Man said.
TD.
I thought you finna start singing KC and JoJo live.
Hey, man, you got to make the best of it, whether it's good or bad, and difference. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we lemonade. We professional lemonade makers, baby. We life million lemons. You make the best fresh squeezed lemonade.
Well, right now, let me drop martini.
Hey, I like the way you're talking, dog. I like the way you're talking. But no, yeah, man. Y'all come on in, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Like I said, I'll be on camera a little later. I'm almost to my destination, man. Getting and I'll get set up, and then we'll have a good show. Talk some UAPB. I did go out and I did watch that game against Alcorn. And we'll but nevertheless, that shirt, man. Talk about that shirt, bro. I like that. Talk about it.
Yeah, man. I I think I won this on here before. But man, yeah, this shirt, man, from my brother Joe. Joe, man, hit him up, and he actually had this in a different color when we actually, where were we? In Atlanta, first game, and it's my man Joe, man, Righteous Ambitions Apparel. So Joe actually comes in. If y'all hit him up on IG, man, Righteous Ambitions Apparel. And remember, he actually had this on, but it wasn't in this color for it. So I actually told him to do it because, you know, we're headed down to FAMU, and we knew at the time, everybody else didn't know it was going to be a gray out. And so I was thinking about wearing it then. And I actually did take it to Miami, but I ended up wearing the other gray shirt with the block J on it. So, but man, yeah, Joe did it for me, man. Just a special request. I wanted a gray one, and he got it done, man. Really, like 24-hour turnaround time, and I had him express mail it to me and got it back. But everybody said they wanted to see it. Here you go, man. Taylor Gang, and he actually is selling this too.
Hey, that shirt is fitting though, bro.
Yeah,
that shirt is fitting.
It is.
We need to know who rocking with Taylor Gang. And listen, man. Let me say this, and I'm gonna let TD get in this thing and greet the folks, greet the family. Look, you either riding with TC Taylor or you ain't riding with TC Taylor. That go for the fans. That go for the players. That go for everybody, man. TC Taylor is our head coach, man. I hate going on Facebook now because although I respect everybody's opinion, even when it's stupid, you get a lot of people that just it's almost like it's asinine to me. But I'm not gonna be insulting because, you know, everybody got an opinion, just like they got a backside, bro. But it's like, I love the quote by Brother George. Everybody love the sunshine, man. A lot of the stuff that you hear going around, you know, all this that's a byproduct of losing, and it's a byproduct of not meeting expectations. It happens, but we're in year one. You know, we're gonna find out we're gonna shake the tree, man. We're gonna shake the tree. We're gonna shake the tree hard too, and we're gonna find out who's really in the room with us, who rocking with us, and who not. And I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off right out the jump and just say, look, man, if you don't want to be a JSU Tiger, man, you got to want this thing, bro. The glitz and the glam, the chocolate covered hoop is gone, man. We finna build this thing brick by brick, organically in the right way, and we're gonna build it for sustainability, man. And we need supporters, we need fans, we need alums, we need players, we need coaches, we need folks bought in, man, to the mission. We can't have no more of this 1 foot in, 1 foot out stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that it's not gonna yield the results that we all want to see. So that's my
Yo, I think Ken's in the bad area, but no, to even echo his thoughts, yeah, man, we need all hands on deck, and we don't need anybody wishy-washy, man. That goes for whether it's administrators, fans, players, staff, you know, alumni. We need all hands on deck, man. We need everybody, you know what I'm saying, to grab hold of their road, man. Road is gold. And it's gonna take everybody, man. We can't deal with any wishy-washy stuff. And again, we know we're all different. Everybody can have a difference of opinion. You know, I respect the fact of everybody have, you know, for everybody to have a voice, and I get it. But man, for us to have a first year head coach, we need all hands on deck, man. And again, we're sitting at 5-3 right now, on pace to possibly finish the season at 8-3. With a first-time head coach. I would even go on par to say, man, how many first-time head coaches actually sit above 500 in that manner? And especially with the roster turnover that we had. So I'm ecstatic about what we got, you know what I'm saying, where we're headed to. We're killing the game on the recruiting stage right now. And so we're trending up. We're not trending down. We're not taking a step back or anything of that nature. So really feel like, man, we're gonna finish the season strong, man, and segue into next season.
TD, talk to me, big dog. What's up?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say much about that. I mean, I think it's remorse that we have to go to the fact to even say that we got to support our coach. Like, he's here. This is his first year. We hope he stay around for a long time, and we know that he's gonna breed success. So, I'm not gonna tell anyone to stay down because if you true to the heart with your family, you can't choose. You chose this family, you got in this family, you graduated, so you in this family. Therefore, you gotta roll with what it is. Good, bad, ugly is indifferent. So I think there's no need to just really tell anyone to. I'm not, gonna say that because that should already be there. Because regardless of what, it's DI love to the heart. So if we go 0-12, we go 12-0. You know what I'm saying? That still don't stop where your heart is, where you attend the school. You know what I'm saying? The I love the blue and white, the blue, red, and white. That is going to change. So, let's just make, we have to try to make the best of whatever it is right now and roll with it. I know we're used to winning. At the same time, we should be kind of used to losing too, because we went through a period where it was
I
horrible.
was just about to say that.
So if we rock with it, then we can rock with it now. So if you're down, you're down. I mean, you can't jump. I mean, you can, but I don't see the use of jumping in and out. Where you gonna go? So that's all I have for that, man. And
Well, I wish, TD, I wish we didn't have to say it. I really do. It's disheartening. You get out there and you see it. You see the stuff that's out there, and you know what? It is what it is. It's always been that way. It's a part of Jackson State history. Jackson State eat his babies, man, and for real. And it's kind of like that. But I just kind of wanted to set the tone simply because, and not something we're gonna stick on. We know what it is over here. It's just a matter of support goes a long way, man, and patience. Listen, I don't think anybody has to say that because if TC just stunk it up, we all would be witnesses to that. And we kind of all know kind of how that goes. We've hired an alum before that didn't do a good job, and look, we parted ways with them. So I understand, but I love what you just said, and I'm gonna shut up after this comment. You're right, bro. We had a 7-year stint where we sucked every single year. We went from sucking from 2013 all the way to 2020 up until our previous coach got his roster in the fall. And we had 2 years of success, and now
Yeah,
not
you in
like
a
how
bad.
we did. That
Yeah.
wasn't sustainable. But it's okay. No. And I was just saying, like, we should be. We had a rough 7 years, then followed that up with 2 years of success, and now we got a coach that's going to lead us to a stable program for a long period of time. And like I said, do what you do, but stop acting like I said on Facebook on a particular post. And I don't even know where I'm going this way, but my point was, decide. It's pretty obvious that some people ain't really feeling what we're doing. And I'm like, it really don't matter what happens. What you're gonna do is find something that you can grab a hold to that's gonna
Yeah.
fit that narrative, and it just kind of is what it is. And I'm no longer going to really engage because it kind of what it is. We're gonna continue to support. We're gonna be in Pine Bluff this weekend. We're gonna be right there, showing that support, giving that support, and continue to do what we can do to try to support this staff, this regime, man, of Jack State football and other sports. I'll pause right there.
Yeah, and I'll say this too. I mean, for again, I hadn't read any comments on Facebook ever, so I don't know what's been said. But I will say this: for those fans that are hurting, that had high expectations, I mean, we had pretty good expectations too. I mean, for the most part, I told you before, I live. That's why they play on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. That's why they play the game. I mean, you want your team to be the best. You like to think your team are the best. However, there's going to be 11 across from you each and every time. That's going to challenge you being the best. And with that being said, you know, we went out there and we want our team to win. We had expectations for our team to win. We've been to every game. I mean, and no one has to face it as much as we have. I mean, you know, Ken, you know, you and Zoe both had to shake Coach Simmons' hands after they did what they did to us in Atlanta. You know, so we face front, you know, to having to get punched in the face, you know, and accept that loss and eat that loss. So we understand the feelings, you know. So, I mean, and no one's going to tell you that your feeling is wrong. I mean, you know, we all have our opinions on how things should go, want to go. I mean, I can't say I agree with everything. I mean, you know, we hurt the same way everyone else do, but we have to just accept what it is and roll with it. I mean, if you're a Tiger, you say you're a Tiger for life. I mean, fair weather fans, I mean, you're gonna have those. You know, we do accept the fact that the sun not gonna shine every day. So, you know, get your umbrellas out, get the rain, you know, accept the rain and just roll with it. So hey, right now, you know, we only lost 3 games. Mm-hmm. We got 3 more games to go. Mm-hmm. So let's ride this wave out, baby.
Hey, I like the idea of being 6-3 come Saturday. We got UAPB, a very winnable game. The expectation is to win this game, without question. UAPB is probably the weakest team in the conference right now as we speak. They do play hard though, so we still got to go play the game. You know what I mean? And coming away from this game with a win. I don't go into this game with an expectation of what we should look like because we got too many things that's happening right now. Somebody asked a question like, how do we match up with ULM? There's no way anyone on this stream could actually tell you that because we don't know what the roster is going to look like next year. So next year is irrelevant because for all we know, half the roster could be gone. And we don't know that. It's year to year, season by season, free agent, like TC said at the beginning of the season. College football now is NFL free agency. Every year that portal is attractive, but you have to look at the statistics. Not only are players going to the portal and getting stuck at the portal, but you also got to look at the players that have left. You look at the lack of production, and we're not going to sugarcoat it. You're not going to keep people love trying to talk heavy on one side, but then you don't want to talk about the other side. There's an ugly side to it. And at the end of the day, whether you're playing at Jackson State or playing for Chattanooga, I don't give a darn. You still got to get on the field and produce.
Yep.
Period. Point blank. You have to get on the field and produce. Putting on a jersey of some team that you know, just to say I play for. I'm on the roster of this big program. I'm Power 5 or whatever 5. I don't care. The point that I'm making is you have to play. You have to put the uniform on, get on the field, get the reps, and actually produce in order to be seen. So my suggestion to anybody is like, you know, whoever's advising these kids, man, make sure you know, and I'm not saying anybody's gonna leave, we don't know, but you asked a question about ULM, there's no way we can know that right now because it's just too much turnover. But right now, as we are intact, the roster is what we got. We're gonna roll with who we rolling with, and we're gonna roll with who we got. And I trust the coaches, man. If the coaches did a heck of a job to get these cats in here on the fly, I think they can do a really good job of getting a really good roster in here if somebody decided to leave. Jackson State is going to have scholarships available and we're going to be playing some football next year, big time football too, and it's going to be some players looking for opportunity. Yep. It's going to be some players that done sat on a bench. Folk got to understand the portal work both ways. Me and so TD, beforehand, before we started doing this live show together, right? One of the things Zoe and I used to do is get on Tiger Talk and talk recruiting. One thing that we said, TD, that holds true to this day. We had to stop falling in love with players.
Yep.
And only love the jersey. Well, now we gonna love you. We love you whether you're at the Jack State or not. You know, we build relationships and we wish you well, and we want to see you do well in life. But falling in love with a player so much so that it breaks your heart when you see them leave, I don't do that no more. 1 year at a time. You see what I'm saying? I love the 2023 Jack State Tigers, but I am not stupid to sit up here and act like the 2023 roster is only going to look different due to graduation. No, sir, no, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. It's going to be a lot of players that's probably going to hit the portal. And guess what? I'm saying that I'm passionate about this. And I ain't telling you what nobody told me. I'm telling you what I know. There will be some players that will hit the portal and will regret it. I'm telling you that right now. There are some players, and I hope the players are listening, because there's a lot of people in folks' ears. And I'm telling you, the statistics are there. Go ask your counterparts that had that Jackson State uniform on last year. And look at the production or lack thereof.
Or playing
Look
time.
at it. No playing time, no reps, no stats. And if you're playing right now, you got a college uniform in a D1 university, man, you better stop letting that negativity, you better stop entertaining that bull junk. You understand what I'm saying? Stop doing that, man. You got an opportunity of a lifetime. Now, TD, I wanted to put the Jackson State uniform on. It was my dream. And Andy Stocklin wouldn't give it to me. He wouldn't give it to me. So I had to go JUCO, and I retired from basketball. I never got to play basketball at the D1 level, but I played JUCO. Everybody that know me know I could hoop, that I could hoop. But that's not the point. Everybody that can play the game don't get the opportunity. And you got young men around here that's squandering opportunities, man, because they're letting the wrong people get in their ears, man. Yep. And we bust our ass for these kids in this university. We go hard for them, bro. And I'm telling you right now, I implore. Listen, I beg everybody, don't make Jackson State your enemy, man. Play it out, and see what you want to do at the end of the season. Don't be disrespectful with the uniform on. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you're going to create problems that you don't want. You don't need that for yourself. If you're in the house, be in the house. If you don't want to be in the house, leave the house. But this 1 foot in, 1 foot out stuff, man, you have to stop playing stop playing with us in our face like that. Stop playing with the coaches in their face like that. And TD know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So you do too. So I'm just saying, man, it's sad, bro, because you see them leave and they be like, damn, I wish I would have, man, I was, you know what I'm saying? And you're just a number now. Okay, you get an NIL check. Now you got to go pay your tuition. You got to go pay for your housing with that little money that you got that's going to dry up and run out. Because I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody paying no NIL money for a person that ain't producing. I'm going to say it again. You don't get NIL money if you ain't producing. You're only getting money if you produce. So you might get a check on the front end. But what happens when the person that get a check come behind you? That's the type of stuff you have to think about. So if you got an opportunity right now, that's what I'm telling you. We ain't worried about that. The coaches going to do what they do, man. They're going to go out there and recruit another great roster, and we're going to put all the love we got behind the 2024 JSU Tigers, and we're going to be in that stadium. We're going to be shaking them pom-poms. We're going to be saying, fired up J-State, and we're going to root for who in the house. I'm going to pause right there, bro. I'm going to leave it right there.
Well, echo your points, man. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I couldn't say it better, especially when you say, don't make JSU an enemy. But end of the day, man, for any one of the guys who can hear me, don't move trying to plant low-hanging fruit. So I'm going to tell you, don't move trying to plant low-hanging fruit. End of the day, man, be about the business of taking care of your business. Don't be short-sighted. Again, everything that you do is going to be a business decision. So move like you're trying to handle business, whether that's at Jackson State or any place else. Don't sit here and do things in a public space that's going to bring ridicule, and issues your way. Again, once a tiger, always a tiger. If you want to move on, that's fine. Do that. Move accordingly. Handle your business and then move on. It won't be any love lost. Once a tiger, always a tiger. But what you don't do, man, don't sit here and whether it's emotional or just juvenile, Don't sit here and be short-sighted. Make an emotional decision, a rational decision because you're in your feelings. Don't do that. Be about the business of taking care of your business. You can do everything in decent and in order. That's that. And I'll pretty much just leave it there. TD, what you got?
Yeah. First of all, analyzing most situations, I realized that at one point in time, I was a young man, and we all have people, whether it's our uncle, our fathers, whomever it is that we looked up to, whether it was a professional athlete. So I understand, the draw that our former coach brought. However, when you're making a decisions, first I know I'm dealing with we're dealing with young people, and with this day and time, with internet and stuff and everybody cell phone access, everybody can get with anybody at any time. They seeing, what's going on, in different places elsewhere, and they feel like they want to be a part of it. However, you have to think sometimes, is that best for my career? The decision I'm making is going to be long term or short term.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I would say, even people that may even comment on some of the stuff that the young people do. The biggest thing is going to take for those people, those guys, family members, someone who really love them. I'm a firm believer that love is shown. You have to show love through action. So I would advise, it takes someone close to them to advise them, tell them, hey, look, really weigh your options. Really think about this, especially if you're thinking about going out there. Because, I don't know if it's a wide receiver, running back, or whomever. I would say definitely going out there, there are 5 guys that ain't going nowhere. And more is going to come in. Then you become a number. So if you went out there for a minute, or you trying to get somewhere for a minute, just to say that you did, or you're trying to get somewhere for a permanent life move. So what you have to do, young men, I don't tell anybody what to do. But I will say first, I will say, first of all, always be respectful. Never burn your bridges. Because once you burn bridges, you can't go back across that bridge because this is done.
Mm-hmm.
You preaching now, dog.
And be respectful, be humble in your approach. And I will tell you, even if you have something, not necessarily dealing with football, if something is going on even on your job that you don't like, you just can't go out and go off on the boss. You say, okay, you know what? This is not going to work for me. So I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to continue to work hard as ever, but I'm going to be putting in applications anywhere. And then you choose to move. But you don't go in the boss face and be like, you know what? I'm going to go put in an application over here and do this. And then you know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, your boss might just tell you. I say, I tell you what, since you're interested in putting in applications at different places, why don't you just go ahead on and do that on your own time? Now you have no funds coming in to take care of what you need to take care of. And so now you stressed looking for something to do because you outthought yourself. So
hey, that's
so be mindful and meticulous in your approach. Even if that's your goal, that's your plan, always be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And for one thing I can say, and that's one reason why we have this platform. You can't say that you weren't shown love. You can't say that that this platform or that JSU Tiger Nation wasn't there, because you saw 45, 50,000 in that stand, even on the road. We talk about attendance. You know what I'm saying? Now, we can always point finger in life and say why we didn't succeed or why we didn't do, somebody held us back, then give us a chance to play, or this wasn't that. But then you got to ask yourself, what did I do to contribute to that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Was I productive? Did I give all I could give? We all can make excuses for why it is and why it isn't. So with that being said, you know, if any disrespect is being done, young men or whomever, take in consideration what you're doing before you do it. I mean, look ahead. Don't just look, you know, just don't look for today. Y'all look way ahead.
You know what? That's a great point, man. Great life point. And I would even go even further to say this right here, man. Every situation ain't ideal for every player. You know, some people, you know, sometimes you have to be real with who you are, with you know, your institution, the opportunity, the fit, um, the deterioration of the relationship over the season, performance, um,
Yep.
camaraderie, all different types of factors. And you know what? The reality of the matter is some players may find out that, and this is where we come in as, you know, this is the other side of the coin, where we would say, hey, man, if a player decide that they, and I'm going to use Jacoby Morgan as an example. Jacoby Morgan, exit 119, starting quarterback now, straight out of Canton High School. If you watch the press conference, Coach TC stated that he recruited him out of high school. We were not able to get him, but he kept the relationship intact. So guess what he does? He goes to Syracuse. The relationship is still strong. You know what? That didn't work out. And then when the opportunity presented itself, he came on over. And there's that story rings true for a lot of players that are at the roster. I mean, that's on the roster right now. I can't think of the other one right off top, but talking to Coach O during the spring, he shared a story like that with another player. And then two, you look at a school like a FAMU, for example. FAMU is hosting for their homecoming this weekend. They're hosting a lot of big time recruits, right? And one may say, well, why am I hosting these big time recruits? They may not get them. But what you're doing is you're planting seeds, you're building relationships. And those relationships, you have to play the end game. And you have to know that on the other side, you may not get them on the front end, but you may get them on the back end because they're always going to go back to that relationship that they feel the most comfortable with. So that's why we say to Tiger Nation, hey, listen, if a player decide that they want to depart, you know, hey, you show love, man, because you never know when you're going to see them again. You know, it's not, let's be offended by that, because guess what? Some just don't fit within the, you know, the grand scheme of things. We got a lot of youth in the room. Many of us, that even myself included, have wanted to see a lot of this talent. I'm talking about 3-star, 4-star talent on the roster that we haven't seen this season.
Yep.
And we do fear that we're going to lose that talent. If they, you know, we don't know. We would hate to see them leave and then they don't get it. We never saw them. So that's a fair gripe or criticism. That's a fair thing, because recruiting is such a volatile year by year thing. Now, I said all I had to say, and I had my reasons for why I was frustrated in my previous comment, and I hope I hit who I needed to hit, because we do a lot of work, and it ain't about us, but it's just like, come on now, don't we, you know, we be, if we on the front lines fighting for folks to do stuff and get stuff, come on, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you know, have enough respect for the relationship to not put us in a tough spot too. So I just wanted to piggyback off what TD said, and that's the recruiting game, and the coaches do a great job of that. I don't think from a recruiting, and I say this not be done, I don't think from a recruiting standpoint we have much to worry about, because what you want to look at is you want to look at the ability for the coaches to bring in top tier talent. If they can do it, then I think they can do it again if they have more time. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to keep in mind, a lot of those kids were not coming to Jackson State to play for the previous coach. He was already gone. So that's why 8-3 finishing strong is so important right now, because we do know that Alcorn game is, I think the Alcorn game is going to be super packed, because I think Alcorn is going to be sitting at the top of the West, in my opinion, still, because I looked at the schedule. That game is going to be critical. It's going to be a big time recruiting weekend for us and them. We pull off that victory, that's going to be huge in the recruiting game for us and for them, because we recruit a lot of the same players If you look at the makeup of their roster, they go after a lot of big time JUCO talent, a lot of the those rural cities around the state of Mississippi. They hit those areas pretty heavily, and they even got players on their roster that used to play for us, and or at least committed to us at some point. But that's the game of college football. But the game of college football ends, and then you have to transition to the game of life. And relationships matter, because guess what? I said, and I'm done. Relationship capital is the greatest form of capital that you ever have, and it's better than money in certain instances, because relationships can get you in rooms that sometimes money can't. And I pause right there.
You know what else? The best ability of any sport is availability. The best ability you can have in any sport is availability.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hey, what I was gonna say this. Sometimes, man, we want to take the easy route. Sometimes we want the glitter and the gold, the fame and the fortune, and that's fine. But I learned you appreciate those things more when you go get them yourself. When you put in the grind, you put in the work. That's one thing I respect and love that Aubrey Miller always say. You know what I'm saying? What was it? What was the line, Joe, about the bandos? You know what I'm saying?
HBCUs, man, you get out the mud, man. You get fat at the PWIs. You get out the mud, man.
Exactly.
You lose your hunger.
It's so I said that to say, I played on a team one time, and we had team on our shirt. And someone asked about that, and they said, "Hey, there's no I in team." With that being said, football is the most conglomerate sport one of the most conglomerate sport that that you're gonna have, where one person's stats, it's just not going to just. It takes the whole team to do it. So with that being said, Jackson State or no other school is going to stop because I left. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's going to come, fill that space, and it may be even better. You know what I'm saying? So, so we have to, teach our brothers and our sisters, our kids, the young men, you know what I'm saying, to really think outside the box, because a lot of times, even us as adults, we get caught up in emotions and we make decisions, you know what I'm saying, without really thinking about it. And sometimes the best decision that you make, Ken, is when you say, you know what, I should have did this, I should have did that. But when you got home, you realize, you know what, I'm glad that right there didn't happen, because now, you know what I'm saying, I had time to think about it. That wouldn't have been a good decision. So whoever's in the room, whoever this may apply to, you know what I'm saying, even just people in the chat, it don't matter, man. Make sure that you don't act out of emotions. Make sure you weigh your options, and make sure that you know that the grass, I don't really want to use the cliche, but the grass isn't always green on the other side.
Grass is water it.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't. Sometimes that's green paint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You better, weigh your
one thing for certain, the grass is always gonna be best where you take care of it. When you fertilize it and you water and you till into it, that's where the grass gonna be greener at. Period. Right. But I did want to touch on something that Ken said earlier, because you said it, but I just want to crystallize for everybody. And that is, in the past, I would always tell people, how we would cling to, certain players. And, I've been told Ken a long time ago, I said, look, can't follow none of these players. And one truism when it comes to any team sport, you can't miss what you didn't have. Somebody said, what you mean? We had them. I was like, no, you had them physically, but man, if you got a player that's leaving, that's never touched the field, you can't miss what you didn't have. What production are you missing? You're not missing any. So at the end of the day, you are what your production says it is. Good, bad, or indifferent. And if the production ain't there, what are you missing?
Hey, hey, Ken. I, I remember I remember a while ago you told a story, and for me, I'm a sucker for based on true stories and true stories on you want a movie, give me a based on a true story movie, and I mean I eat it up. With that being said, you told a story one time, and I still remember it. And I'm not sure what grade you was in, whether it was middle school or whether it was high school, but you thought you was the it of the team. Until the
I was so I played for shout out to Coach Godfrey Drake, man. I played AAU basketball for Coach Godfrey Drake, and I'm 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 in high school. I had just transferred to Madison Central, and I know that what I wound up doing, we were in Louisiana playing in a tournament, and I actually I actually I actually cussed the coach out, man. I did. I not and to this day he's been one of my biggest fans just in life because his son was on the team, and I think at the time, man, I was averaging like 30, bro. Like not even kidding. Like in that tournament, I averaged about 30, and I thought I was like I'm too good for the coach to cut me. He never cut me. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the best players on his team. You know what I'm saying? And I had an arrogance about myself. I had an attitude problem, man, coming up. I'm pretty sure some of y'all probably like, yeah, I see why he be, flipping out at times. But no, I'm passionate dude. But I'm living with grandma, and so what I wound up doing was he didn't. He, I got to the end of the bench. He took me out the game, and I'm angry, man, because I want to go back in the game, and I'm cursing, bro. And everybody just kind of looking. And he didn't show me up. He didn't cuss me out or nothing. He just kind of we lost. We went on home, and then something in my mind said, "I'm still on the team, bro." So normally he'd call us and tell us what time practice would be because that we would practice at the police academy, and then that particular day we were supposed to have practice. I didn't get a call, and my teammate Tamari Strong, who was playing at Madison Central with me, he I brought him on the team, and I called him and I was like, man, I don't think we got practice today, bro. And he was like, oh yeah. He said, yeah, we got practice, man. I'm on the way to practice now. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I called coach. I said, hey coach, man, what time is practice? He was like, oh yeah, man. He said, yeah, we got practice today. He said, man, but I don't want you to. You don't have practice today. He was like, man, I'm gonna need you to just stay away from the team, man. You need to get your attitude together, so forth and so on. And I was like, wow, man. And that's the first time I felt like basketball was taken away from me, and I let my own attitude take away something that I had lost. But I had disrespected him, bro. I disrespected him, and I never had the chance to play on that team again. And that team went on to do big things. I think Justin Reed, rest in peace, joined the team. Um, and there was a lot of players that played in Murrah, and I lost that opportunity. I never played another AAU game again. So I took my high school career very seriously because I was like, man, basketball can be taken from me. And I had a bad attitude. And to this day, like we Facebook friends, we talk, me and Godfrey. Junior is still cool. But he always be like, man, I'm real proud of you, man. But we have a great relationship because of that. But he cut me. And he took away that privilege, man. So that was the story I was sharing to you.
yeah, that's it. You had put I in front of the team because you thought the team could pretty much couldn't do without you. You were scoring 30 points or so a game. So I wanted you to tell that story, man, because I want, people, to think about what they doing. Program gonna go on any program, not just Jackson State, Alcorn, Grambling, FAMU. When you leave, you already got 3 or 4 more people ready to come in the door. So don't give up some for sure. Try and do some more. You don't want to do that. And if you do, just make sure that it's cash in hand. So again, settle down, think things through. I mean, just anybody, and realize, and above all, be respectful. And if that's what you choose to do, make sure when you walk out the door, somebody walking out behind you, shaking your hand to tell you good luck and close it behind you rather than it being slammed and locked. That's all I have for that.
That man just dropped a bar. I love that, bro. But no, man, I appreciate that perspective, bro. But and that's pretty much it, man. I'm done with that. I think we'll bring this up anytime we feel like we need to say it. I'm sure we're gonna be talking about this. Let me say it this way, and I'll be done with things altogether. At the end of the season, there will be some exits and some entrances. We will
Always.
have some departures and we will have some arrivals, just like the airport. You got your departing flights and you got your arriving flights. We're gonna have some players that we love and that we've cheered for and rooted for. They're gonna exit. We're gonna love them on the way out the door, and we're
I tell
gonna
you
welcome the ones that are coming in even harder.
the best analogy. We had a great team last season. Won SWAC, went to the Celebration Bowl, yada yada yada, right? Going to that offseason. I mean, it was consensus among the whole entire fan base. Oh my God, sky's falling. What are we gonna do? We lost our best returning player, Savion. We're not gonna be good because he's not here. What are we gonna do? I just politely came on here and said, we're not gonna miss him. We got a loaded running back room. Loaded so much in fact that we would play our last game with a third or fourth string running back. And I told y'all we're like literally 6 deep at running back. And guess what? Replace and reload. It is what it is. The nature of the beast now. So basically what I told Ken is the same thing I'm telling all y'all. Everybody fell in love with Savion and he's the best thing we got, and we lose him, we can't do anything else. Well, guess what? Simply not true. You replace and you reload. Period. That's all you can do. You move on. Problem is, a lot of people don't like change. Well, guess what? The only constant in this world is change. Get comfortable with it.
Well, you don't even have to say constant change. The constant in college football now is change, man.
I'm just
We,
saying,
we,
that's your
the
new norm. The new constant. It's change. So get
the
comfortable.
old college is over with, man. It's gonna be the same way. But you know what, man? You got players that leave Alabama, Georgia, like the young man that played for USC. You know, he loved Georgia, went to USC, and it's not just him, man. It's everywhere. You know, these kids are gonna have opportunities, man. But one thing we do know is that every year there's a recruiting class. There's a high school class coming up. There's a whole new crop of athletes that's coming in, and hey, man, we're confident that the majority of the players that are in the uniform right now is going to remain and want to stay Tigers, and then we can build up on that. But you know, it's gonna come down to how we finish, though. I think finishing, we can't go out. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go into the offseason losing. You know what I'm saying? I want to win this weekend. I want to whoop Texas Southern, and then I want to whoop Alcorn. And then we close the season on a 4-game winning streak. It's gonna feel better going into the offseason because we for the past 2 seasons, y'all. I know we can move on. We can get ready to move on. I know I'm gonna let you go, TD. Um, we have finished the season with an L. We haven't finished the season with a win, and that being the Celebration Bowl. So we went into the offseason with an L 2 straight years. So even if we don't go to the Celebration Bowl or SWAC championship this year, it would be great to end the season on a 4-game winning streak. That's the goal right now. I think everything that's happening is going to look better if we get these next 3 wins. It's going to feel better, look better. We're going to be more optimistic, and I think the offseason is going to be a little bit more promising. And that's just my take on it. Go ahead, TV. You can say something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, it just slipped my mind, but it's good, man. Oh yeah, another thing, Ken. Someone made a donation, man. I don't know if you want to recognize him or not. Mr. Owens at 1019.
I thought I tapped this. I hate doing this on the phone, but Brother Joe, appreciate that, man.
Right. And another thing I was about to say, Ken, you know what, man? I know you've been in situations like this where I don't know whether it was whatever situation being, whether it was a teacher, whether it was playing basketball, whether it was, you know, doing schoolwork or whatever the case may be, where you had that one person that everybody looked toward and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what we'll do, you know, if that person wasn't here. And one thing my late great Pastor Mason used to say over at GPG, he said, if you think that you know somebody that can do your job and you run around thinking that my job is secure and then, you know, everything go down, you know what I'm saying, that you just eat on the job. He said, try dying and see what happens. You have somebody in your chair the next day. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes those people that you have in your life that you depend on can be a curse. And so sometimes God had to remove those people in order for you to find your way. So sometimes if a person decide to step out of your life, whether it was a man or a woman, a boyfriend or girlfriend that you thought you couldn't do without, and then all of a sudden you find yourself better, and then they looking back on you like, wow, I thought you was gonna fail. Bruh, sometimes your decision to move out of my life is the best decision for me.
Yep, I know. I'll say this too, man. I actually lived that for the first time 2 years ago when I took my first when I got my job. My colleague passed away, and shortly after that, I got a new colleague. I had never had that happen before. I had never worked with somebody that died. You know, and if you don't believe that these, trust me, you think, and you know, we're talking about an awesome role, man, professionally. Go ahead and die and see what they do.
Right.
That's what I say, man. Don't be out here trying to kill yourself easy. You know, you go out and operate and carry on and do what you got to do to represent yourself, your family, and so forth and so on, man. But you know, I ain't gonna go out and kill myself for your company, man. 'Cause they ain't gonna do nothing but your role is gonna be on Indeed or LinkedIn real soon after they put you in the dirt. So you're right,
Right.
man. You know, somebody said I must have missed something. No, it was you didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss nothing today. It was just we just felt the need to go this route. But we gonna close this out. I don't have nothing else on that.
Well,
I'm ready to
well,
get into.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
want to say, I want to say this. I appreciate everyone in the chat, man. You know, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys staying with us, rocking with us. Time pushed back, time going late. You know what I'm saying? Initiative, man. Just know that we appreciate everything that you guys do, and you know so we appreciate the support that you give us, and we give back to the school, you know what I'm saying, in lieu of you guys. And so we know, you know, we never forget that. So thanks for all the kind words and stuff that's being said. Now, Ken, one thing I want to do before we jump on a USPB, I want to go back to last Saturday game because I feel like I owe the defense an apology. I didn't give them their just due of flowers. The defense played lights out. And I definitely want to say, you know, in lieu of everything we just said, shout out to Devontae Davis and Jeremiah Williams. Man, those guys been holding it down. They've been playing. You ain't been hearing no gripe. They've been making it happen. You know, along with the rest of the defensive line. But I'm just saying, for people that was already been here, you know what I'm saying, who could be trying to make some noise. Man, those are the type of guys that you want to go to war with. And those guys played, you know, Devontae Davis had caused a couple fumbles in the last few games. Uh, they just move. And see, I like people who move and get things done without making a whole lot of noise with a whole bunch of bells on them. So again, shout out to the defense. Huggins balled out. Webb been balling. I mean, he has really come along from the beginning of the season. Um, you know, Hayes always been playing pretty good. And excuse me for calling names because you tend to forget somebody. But shout out to the defense, you know, for the game they played on Saturday. I think they had like 8 sacks, what 3 or 4 turnovers. No, I know definitely 3 interceptions, and they were great interceptions. I mean, all the 2 interceptions that Huggins made were diving interception, just watching the quarterback playing his position right, along with BJ Washington. He baited the quarterback and covered the ground, and laid out and got the interception. So I don't have a hat on, but hats off to the defense for what they did on Saturday. I know a lot of attention went toward the quarterback, which I always do in all division, all leagues. So I just want to come back and give a shout out to those guys. I mean, I even watched Petty a lot when he get on the field. I think he may have been the guy that ran number 21 down when he first broke. I could be wrong, but whoever did it jumped on that horse king and they went and got him. So shout out to the defense. We're looking for the same thing on Saturday against UAPB. They're a pretty big team, and I'm gonna tell you, to me, they record really, from watching some of the Alcorn game, man, those guys play. Those some big guys, and and they play hard. So they have a running back. They have 2 running backs. One of them pretty quick. I think it's number 13. They had some that they about ready to play. So I'm not sure if y'all ready to get into the UAPB thing. I just wanted to again give a shout out to the defense and what occurred at Valley. And again, just to show the people, how much we appreciate them, and everybody again, they allowed KC-1400 media group to hang out at the tailgate. Man, we were hungry, so we got so shout out. So what?
We were hungry, but the way you said that was too funny. That was too funny. But look, before we go any further, let me say something. I got something I want to say because I'm seeing all the folks in the chat, love on you and shout you out, and I want to say this to y'all. This is something that y'all just now see. And TD understand. Y'all don't know how many conversations that me and TD have had over the phone. I go back months, man, where you used to sit on the screen and always kind of, play. You would defer to myself or Zoe, and this ain't nothing that we used to see in this side of TV. Like y'all just now see it because I asked him specifically to be more assertive and let his personality out. I'm like, that's the version that we get to see off the camera.
Yep.
That's what the people need to see. And I love it because I'm seeing people love on you, bro.
Oh, no, I'm good.
No. I'm saying I've seen people. I'm talking about. I'm just speaking to the. It says I'm fighting. Nah, yeah. Nah, yeah. But no, I wanted to say this in front of everybody because I'm loving this because it's like it's happening now. You know what I'm saying? The conversations we've had, I'm like, bro, you trust me. Everybody that's a part of what we do is they serve a very specific role, and we got a man behind the scene that always, that's part of everything that we do. That's KT Dub. He never come up. He never jump on the screen. He always behind the scenes, but he's always working. He do a lot. Like we picking them toiletries up tomorrow. We're gonna take them to the school. We're gonna do what we do. You know what I mean?
That's
But
right.
I just wanted to, in front of everybody, give you your flowers, bro, and say thank you for finally. And you've been doing it for a while now. But I just want to say it in front of everybody because I don't want people to think that there's any type of competition. I'll shut the heck up and let him rock. You know what I'm saying? And Zoe will too. We all have and this is why you do it as a collective unit because if it was just me up here talking, y'all would get tired of listening to me. The folks that like me will like me, and the folks that don't like me, I'd be like, I'm sick of this dude. You got to have a mix, and you'll never see us divided, man. We whether I'm hooping and hollering, Zoe animated, TD quiet. You know, he can get animated too, man. He get a little worrisome sometimes too. But I just wanted to make sure I say that on the camera and just say, man, keep up the great work, bro. People loving you, bro. They loving you know, your wisdom. He also the oldest person on the stream right now. I know he looked like he about 32, but he's still he the oldest cat on the screen, bro. And
Correct.
he's my big brother, and I appreciate you for being a part of this journey, man. Because we knew you had a gift, and your place and your voice needed to be heard, man. So continue to let your light shine. Continue to take the lead on some of these things, and continue to speak your truth. You know what I'm saying? Because people love it, man. So that's all I say on that, and then we'll keep moving. Um,
Well,
yeah.
I would say, man, it gets scary sometimes for me because at the beginning this is not the lane that I chose or would have chosen. But
Lane chose you, boy.
so I watch you and Zoe. I listen to people, man. I talk to Dove a lot, and I say I appreciate it. I definitely pray. I definitely pray every night. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be a voice of reason. I don't want to mislead anybody. And that's why I don't tell people what to do. I just try to make suggestions and give my life experiences. And if it help, it helps. That's why I said what I said. To the young men, I realize that we are dealing with with kids, and I understand the era. Although I don't do a lot of social media, and that's one of the reasons why. So again, man, I wanted to go back and give a shout out to especially to the defense, for what they did. I want to give a shout out to Blazing Smoke Out. They coming soon. They're gonna be delivered. They let us hang out at the tailgate for a little bit, Ken. They had the wings and the ribs and the little chicken wings and all that stuff, man. So
He sent me a Facebook friend request today. I accepted it. Raising, blazing, something like that. But hey, listen, that's the one who had that golden fish that burnt the lining out of my mouth. Them. But
hey,
anyway,
hey, hey,
man.
so we put it out there, man. Y'all got golden fish. Invite KC-1400 Media Group, man. We coming.
Hey, we got merch. We got merch coming that's gonna say "Golden Fish" on the T-shirt, man. Hey, no, man. Speaking of merch, though, man, y'all, hey, make sure y'all get them hoodies, man. Get the hoodies. I don't have the stuff up tonight, but y'all know we got that blackout. Well, here we go. Here we go. Make sure y'all go to the website, grab the hoodie. I would say if you're gonna get the hoodie, you want to have it by the next game. You want to have made that purchase by this weekend, and then once the load comes in, all that'll be start. We should get that order in by the end of the week and start shipping it out at the top of next week. So go ahead and put that order in if you haven't, and I appreciate everybody that has. Go ahead.
I'm rocking mine.
Somebody asked if we met the. We are a little under a grand short of the goal. I am traveling tonight. I will be home tomorrow. I'm going to see my grandmother and spend some time with her before we head out on Friday to Pine Bluff or to Little Rock, actually. So yeah, we are a little less than a grand. So if you want to donate to that initiative, Cash App and PayPal, Zelle at the bottom of the ticker. Feel free to donate to that. We, like I said, we right at like 900 short of our $3,000 goal. We collected over 2,100, and thank you to everyone who has donated. And for those who aren't aware of what the initiative is for, it is for toiletries. As you can see on the screen, we this was an order that we did. We submitted that order last week to the team, and we're going to do it again. And we're going to actually share that with the men's and women's basketball team. So that'll be that's what we're working on. So you put TD, so you get a ball here, but get a silhouette of TD. That we're gonna take the photo. We're gonna take the photo with the that's on the screen right there, and put him in a T-shirt that just say golden fish on the T-shirt. I got to get with my brother Merch back to make that shit.
Oh, man, we good.
TD likes golden fish, but no, man. But no, you did good stuff. I actually did talk about the defense. I won't add into that. They played lights out, man. I mean, 8 sacks, 3 interceptions. Um, I want to say how many quarterback hurries. They really pissed the shutout, man, into the last 2 minutes. I saw some people kind of frustrated about the quote that Coach TC made at the end of the game, talking about closing out. Some people felt like he should have got a victory formation and just won 21-0. I didn't think that would have been a good strategy because I think Valleys did have 3 timeouts left, and there's no guarantee that Coach Wade would have let us run the clock out. So I thought he played it how he played it. You know what I'm saying? And you live with the results. I think if we stop them from scoring and we win 21-0, I don't think he's as frustrated as he was at the post game. I think he was frustrated from giving up that 99-yard touchdown in 2 plays, as any coach would be.
Yep.
So it is what it is. But the defense played amazing. They played lights out. I really think that I think that's going to carry over. I really think this team is a defensive led team now. The defense carries our team, and that's okay. Because when you think about it, you got some guys on that defensive side of the ball, man, that's trying to. One in particular, John Huggins. I really hope John Huggins gets an invite to the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl. So if Brother Carl Roberts is out there, I think Carl Francis is his name. He's over the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl. I sincerely hope he gives John Huggins that invite because that'll give us another reason to go back to Pasadena and cover that game. And we see John potentially go out and play in some of these postseason games and try to get a chance to get drafted. Because if y'all notice this, he looked way bigger than he did last year for some reason. He looked stockier. He looked like a linebacker. He played in the middle of the field. He covered the middle of the field very well. And then like I said, he covered it from a tackling standpoint as well, even on special teams. He's playing special teams. He's playing all over the field. And I love the way he's out there. And I even love the video at the end of the game. He's talking to Tiger Nation, saying, come out, continue to support. Man, they're going to play hard for us. And, man, that make you want to show up and show out for these young men. So I think going into this game, we're going to have some chances. I'll give one quick statement on the UAPB. They're a strappy team, man. They're no real superstars. They got a really good linebacker in Dozier, number 0. They're gonna try to take away the run from us. So we're gonna, but the pass will be there. If Jacobian goes through his progressions, we'll be fine. But from an offensive standpoint, you can get to that quarterback number 17. You put a lot of pressure on him, but he's a pretty accurate passer of the ball. And UAPB is actually a little bit better than their record and what they've shown. They just don't have the depth. They don't have the full roster that's going to support like a 60-minute game. You know what I mean? Like somewhere they got a lot of holes, but just like they play hard though. They play hard, man. Even in the game against Valley that they lost, they were still playing hard. So we got to go beat them, man. We got to go beat them. You know, we're not going to just be able to show up and win the game. We still got to go beat them. Now I do expect us to win that game. I don't know if it'll be a blowout, if it'll be close. I just hope we have a complete match back. We got a punter back. We got a kicker. You know what I'm saying? We know who got the quarterback. We got a running back. We got our lineman. I'm not sure if Rico's going to be back. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we go to Pablo.
Right.
Man. The mass shooting, man. I did see that. 22 people lost their life, man. Fortunately, man, in Maine, some type of mass shooting. I just saw it on my internet.
Wow.
Yeah. You breaking up. You was breaking up pretty good. I know Coach Taylor said that Mullen, he got out the boot, so he walking around. So it still may be question whether he's play or not. But I will say, add on to what you said. That number 0, that boy will hit you. And you definitely. I'll tell you what, too, Ken. Our special team has been playing pretty good the last couple games. They definitely gonna need to bring him, man, because that number 13, he run hard, man. When he get that ball in his hand, he's trying to go to the end. I know all of them try to go to the end zone every time, but I'm just speaking because that guy's pretty quick. So, I was checking him out, man, and the running backs that they got running back number 31. You know what I'm saying? They got pretty quick. I think his last name is Davis. And then they have the 35 Rogers. He runs pretty hard, and they have a nice side offensive line and defensive line. So they play a pretty good scheme. And the biggest thing about it, man, their coach is very passionate, and he very confident in his team. Although they record it is what it is, he still feel like that they going to the SWAC championship. I mean, so that's the type of coach. So I know those guys play real hard for that guy. I've got is it Herman? Is it Herman though? The head coach over at yeah. So those guys gonna be ready.
Coach, it's not Herman. It's something else. It's Coach.
No, it's
it'll come to me. Hey, Veronica.
I call him Smile a
Somebody
lot.
It's UAPB coach. Somebody give us a coach name. Hampton. Lonzo Hampton. There you go. Thank you.
Yes, man. That guy talk with confidence and passion and fire every time he get up there, man. He feel like his team is going to the Super Bowl every time he talk, man. So those guys play hard, man. I think a lot of time a game, the score isn't always an indication how the game went. Sometimes it could be a mistake here or there, that'll blow the score out of proportion. But from what I was looking at, man, they're gonna come into play now. And again, I don't like this, man, but we everybody go to. You know what I'm saying? You take down Jackson State, you did yourself something. Right, Zoe?
Facts.
So they're gonna come out ready to play. Their quarterback, he's pretty tall, slender guy, man, but he's pretty accurate. He overthrow a few balls here and there. But our defensive back is gonna have to be ready. Our linebackers definitely gonna have to make some tackles, stay in the gap, because those running back coming. If you let number 13 get out the backfield, or number 31 get out the backfield, then it's gonna be some problems. Hey, what up, fella?
What up? Sorry about that, man. I almost just said the hell with it, but I said I'll get on for a quick sec. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, it's good. Hey, Zoe, what you a defense, man? How do you feel that our defense? What you think about the improvement that is made over the course of the last 4 or 5 games, man, and how you think they'll stack up with UAPB? Because like I said, the offensive line be pretty big. The running backs are pretty. I actually kind of like that team for them to be have the record that they have.
All right, a little true sermon for me. I feel like
what?
Boy, you look like you just got shot with a tranquilizer, dog. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm thinking my word. I really feel like the defense, to me, going through the Valley game, it's a catch-22. I could say we played better because we had 8 sacks, right? I could say we played better because we generated more turnovers. But to me, it's much ado of the same. I would say we played better because we tackled better until a minute left to go in the damn game. So in that regard, yeah, they played better, but I can also say because of the opponent, but that's beside the point. We played better, man, until the game was on the line. And again, that's why your head coach was pissed off. because it's something we echoed all week in practice. And like I said, the stat on this defense is not the turnovers. It's not third down. Jackson State's biggest issue on defense is one stat: tackling, missed tackles. We tackle well on defense, we're gonna play good. Period. And so we actually did tackle better till a minute left to go in the game. And yes, I need some Zolotonian because bro, I'm about to be. But yeah, man. That to answer your question, TD, yeah, we played better until a minute left to go at the end of the game.
Right. Hey, Emmett, I agree with you. That's the same sentiment that I had. You see what Emmett said there? Not the one above though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when you watch this team, they play better than their record.
Right.
They
really do.
You look at the team, you say, man, this team looks like they actually not as bad, you know what I'm saying? But the record, it is what it is. They lost 42-17. I think we got the talent to overwhelm them. We got to come to play though. Seems like as of right now, we play better. I think we can. I think because we started off on the road, we play better on the road.
We got to tackle, man. We got to tackle.
Right.
No, I mean, y'all know, man. But you know what though? I know we laugh about it though. I want to say this too. I loved on TD a little bit tonight. I just want to talk about Brother Zoe, man. You know, I know Zoe could easily go to sleep, man. And the fact that he still comes up here and try to fight through it, it's a labor of love, man. We know how tired he be, and we don't expect him to stay on all night. But just we laugh and chuckle, but just a testament to his dedication of what we do. So I appreciate him, and it do be funny though. It add for good humor though.
Yeah, y'all should see him at Alabama A&M. Ken didn't post those pictures, but he really did his thing. we doing Tiger Talk. He really he really doing his thing, did. But just like you said, kid, to add on what you said, I mean, with the guy with Joe putting in the hours and stuff that he do and still come up, you know what I'm saying, shows his commitment, his love that they have, you know, for the school, for Tiger Nation, for the channel, man. And I would like to say, I appreciate it as well. So, I mean, and then, you know.
So tell him, so what time you be getting up, bro?
I'm up at 4:45.
Yeah, what I'm saying. That joke will be up, man, all day. Work 15 hours, man.
Hold on. Tomorrow make 12 straight days.
Tell him, no days off, bro. And then it's peak season, man. You going into peak season?
Nah, that officially started 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, then he really is
6
over with.
6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Hey, bro.
And
I know what you do, man. And like I said, that check be right though.
You ain't thinking bad.
Hey, you be too tired to spend it, man. So nah, bro. But no, I always told him, man, my dream is for us to, you know, for him to get off that mail truck. And for I'm froze.
You were.
Oh,
no, you're not now.
Yeah. I'm on internet connection, so I'm at the mercy of the connection. It says Zoe getting that penalty pay. I don't know what that means, man. But no, anyway. But no, when you look at this team, though, man, I think we got a chance to do what we need to do with them. I think it's gonna be a good game, though.
Merch, though.
I think we're gonna see what we need to see from our team, so we can probably feel confident. And I still feel like if we go out and do what we need to do on both sides of the ball, it'll be a good looking game.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, even with the defense playing the way that they play, you know, you could tell a lot. Well, I know the coaching staff is going to come in and get the players refreshed, you know, ready to play. That's what the strong coaching ability is going to come in to let them know, hey, that was last week, you know, now it's this week. I mean, their record is one thing, but we know we can't take it for granted. You know, so I know the coaches are gonna refresh the guys, reset on it, you know, let them know that this is a new week. We got to come out and play the same way, man. Same intensity. I mean, and then even with Dora playing a little linebacker, I'm gonna tell you something, man. If Dora hit you, man, I mean, you know, he be out there talking King, man, but man, that fella can hit, man.
Hey, look, man. Hey, Coach, if you listening, Coach Bradley, Coach Hammock, hey, before we get done with the season, can we see Antonio Doyle at middle linebacker?
Ooh.
Now I'm gonna say that shout out to KT Dub, right? So we was talking about that on the way to the game, the Valley, and we found out, you know, Antonio Doyle was a 4-star linebacker. He was one of the top 10 linebackers in the country at linebacker. He was a stand-up linebacker. They moved him to the edge at A&M. And I would love to see him, you know what I'm saying, mix that thing up, man. Put him back at linebacker. Let's see what he can do, you know. No shot, you know, there ain't no middle. That's what he played, middle linebacker. You know, he's real good going straight lines. Put him in the middle of the field and let him shut that thing down, man.
Yeah, man. If we was at middle and Pep Roman and Walker and who was that, Stewart?
Because what I'm saying is Antonio Doyle might be the exact opposite of James Houston. You know what I'm saying? James Houston was a middle linebacker that moved to the edge, and he went to the league for it. You move him.
I gotta tell you, though, I'm gonna cut you off, but that's a damn good point. I never.
But that's what when KT Dub mentioned it, and then when we talked to him after the game, he was like, "That's what I played in high school." We was like, "What?" And he was saying that his dad told him like that's his best position. Like they moved him from middle linebacker. You remember how Javancy was playing defensive end for us, and then when he went to the college game, to the pro game, they wanted to move him to middle linebacker, you know, or just stand-up linebacker, which it could be a little challenge to transition off that. But that's what Antonio played. You know, so
average advancer right now. But now I'm just saying I never thought about it until just then. And I'm visualizing as you're talking. I'm like, you know what, bro? That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, considering, you know, how we've been in the second line of the defense as it is.
Doyle got another year. I think he'll graduate.
I tell you what, though, question for you.
Yep.
What you think about Josh Clark at linebacker instead of Rasheem?
Ooh.
No. I like Josh Clark right where he at.
Ooh.
I like Josh Clark off the edge, bro. He actually looked really good off the edge. I think he got his thing was just like you said, availability, just staying healthy and making sure that he looks good, man. Now I'm not saying he won't be a really good stand-up linebacker, but just me personally, I think I like him off the edge, him and Webb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I liked when I saw Josh Clark over the summer.
Number 2, Brother George.
Yeah. I was wondering what position he was going to play. And now I see him at end, man. I like his game, man. He's pretty tough. So yeah, I like him at the end too. So also, man, Titus, when they put that guy in the middle, man, and he be in the middle, he'll clog a hole. He'll clog a hole. And just think, man, if you had Titus in that middle along with Jeremiah or Double D, and you got hard hitting Deuce coming down here, man, that'd be a problem.
I agree.
That'll be a problem.
Hey, I'm just saying, try it out, coach. Let us see what that thing look like. I think he even said he might mention it to him. Let him try it out for one game. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Brother George. He got some long dreads too. That's Josh Clark with an E.
Mm-hmm.
Is it with an E? No, I think it's with just a K. No, it's with an E.
It's with an E.
Yeah, it's with an E. But both of them are 4 stars coming out of high school. Really good kids, man.
Right. And also, Ken, I noted, man, that UAPB, man, they play a full 2.
Yep.
So one thing about playing a 4-2, with the running backs that we have, if you can get that offensive line on that second level, because they play congested. I don't care for playing congested. I don't care for playing your linebacker too far up line. As a former offensive line, it's a dream because that makes less work for me. I ain't got to take that many steps. They put my hands on you.
Cuz, hey Cuz, how you doing? Peppers, I think this is Peppers' last season, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
It is.
He was a grad transfer. Keydrain is he got plenty of years of eligibility. I think he got 2 years after this. Yeah, Keydrain is just he's like a red shirt sophomore. So he has 2 seasons after this.
And that guy cover field too, man. Keydrain does.
So does BJ Washington. BJ Washington has 2 seasons after this.
Yeah, the future's bright.
We got a nice little core to build up on, but again, we don't know what we're building up on. The coaches do. They got to re-recruit the room when the season is over. Keep who want to stay and flush who don't.
Hey, Zo, what's your favorite position in football, man?
Wide receiver, because he played it.
That's a wide receiver.
I'll give you mine. Linebacker.
Why?
Because I hated quarterbacks and I like hitting. And the linebacker was the engine of the defense, brother.
Because you played it.
Damn right.
See.
So Zo, so as a wide receiver, do you prefer catching or blocking?
Catching.
I know you might think that's a crazy question, but there's some receivers out there take a lot of pride in blocking.
They take pride in blocking, but they don't like blocking more than like catching.
Well, that's true too. I mean, it kind of go hand.
Hey, you know what? Hey, merch. Actually, that's gonna start this weekend, brother. We're gonna have a tailgate cam. True story. That we was gonna talk about that on the way over. We're gonna definitely grab some content for the from the tailgate. Hey, I got that GoPro. I might have TD put that GoPro on his helmet because on his hat. Let him carry it on his hat so he'll roam. Let KT Dub tell you. We be walking and TD will just disappear. Man, bro, where that dude went, man? So he come back with fish. And ribs.
Hey, y'all come over here, man.
Wow.
He just roam off.
They do the cheat code.
What?
No, it's about went beyond. It's a cheat code.
Oh, let's see. What even say? Is he got those in the back? That's correct, Emmett. That's what I'm thinking too. Swing passes.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, speaking of content, man, go to KC-1400 Media. I mean, you already here. Click on that, man. Go to those videos, man. We have some nice content, some dope content out there from homecoming in from Valley. If you don't know who Al B is, you can meet him.
Just go to the JSU page on IG. You'll see him.
Well, they may not be friends with him on IG, but
no,
the gentleman on the
JSU page.
Oh, the JSU page, yeah.
Right. I'll be at his own section on KC-1400,
man.
No, we definitely gonna get some tailgate. Last time we got some good tailgate content was what, Southern?
Oh man, I got all the content in my GoPro. Man,
yeah, a lot of stuff in there, man. You ever cleared that thing out, Zo?
and look,
I put stuff on that thing in Atlanta.
Well, I took it and I got literally like 2 hours of free footage left on my SD card.
So just so y'all know, So this is the thing. If I could go back and do it all over again, I absolutely would have played football in high school. I gave up football to focus on basketball because, you know, the city of Jackson is a basketball city. It was never a football city. So I when I got to Madison Central, though, they wanted me to play football, and I just wasn't interested. But looking at all the players that went to big time programs and even some went to the NFL, I was like, damn, if I would have played, it would have been good to go, you know. But at least
Think enough
I
again.
think it froze.
there I go again. It's just internet, y'all. Y'all have to bear with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
This thing freezing up bad.
Yeah, what were you saying about playing, King?
No, I said I got too serious about basketball. It was my love, and when I last played football, I got a really bad concussion, and I didn't want to do it anymore. I picked up a fumble, and I was running it back, and then the wide receiver, man, he hit me helmet to helmet, and I had a bad concussion, bro. And it was like I couldn't hear for like 15 minutes because I got hit in the side of the helmet. So it like the world went mute, and then like everything was black and white.
Yeah,
so I was panicking because I couldn't hear. I was screaming like I can't hear. So that made me say, you know what? I love Michael Jordan, and I'm just gonna play basketball from now on. And I literally was like, I don't want to do this no more.
You not the Sonic rings out of you, dog.
Hey man, I got blindsided. That was before there was targeting. I got hit helmet to helmet too.
Craigback.
I can't look at your boy Merce back. Do what he
I
said.
seen it. Yeah, man. He played with David Sanders, bro.
You told us that.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I played JUCO ball, man, was something serious, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just basketball was what was life though. I was one grade ahead of Mo, and I watched Mo kind of come up as a star in the city. You know, it was pretty cool to see. But a lot of people don't know that Coach Mo Williams was a 3-sport superstar. Like Mo Williams was Charlie Ward, man. He was a superstar at quarterback.
His best sport was baseball.
And he was an amazing pitcher in baseball, bro. I mean, amazing. Really? Yeah, bro. Mo was the real deal, bro. Mo could have went pro in all 3 sports. True story. One of the best athletes I've ever played around. Mo was just different, bro. He was way more gifted than everybody in every sport.
What was this? Did he play in football?
Quarterback.
Who you quarterback?
He was a quarterback. So I say he was Charlie Ward, man. You know, and I remember him throwing touchdowns for Chastain because, you know, I played at Chastain, and then I'm 9th grade at Merle, and I would go back to watch Chastain, who would be in the chat, was his coach just like he was our coach. And when Mo got to 9th grade, everything changed. You know, at Merle, man, it was a system. You know, Mo was the first player I seen come in and circumvent the system. When you got to Merle, you played 9th grade, then you went to JV, then you went to varsity. That's usually how that went, TD. But when Mo got to yep. Listen, you see this right here? He's the best middle school quarterback ever, bro.
Really?
That's not a joke. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, bro. And I'm telling you, like, and then that's when, I knew Mo as a football player and a baseball player. But when he went and played basketball, I was like, damn, Mo, this good at basketball. Like I was blown away. Yeah, man. And then when he got to Merle, he didn't play because Merle sucked in football. So he wasn't gonna waste no time with that. I don't know if he played baseball for Merle. I think he did. But I do know this. He played 9th grade. They won the city championship, and he went straight to varsity. And guess who he bagged up? Ashley Robinson.
Huh.
He was the backup point guard. He was coming off the bench 9th grade, and Ashley was the starting point guard. Ashley, D. Jamel, Jackson, Marcus Carroll. All them jokers, man. Prophet. Shucks, man.
Hey, for those of you who I mean, I know we put it in the chat, man. Whoever if you're looking to go to UAPB, we definitely, I'm saying we gonna need all of us to be there because of course we know the boom is not coming. And one thing I'll say about go ahead, Ken, you want to address that?
No, I know.
All right, Zoe. Hey, bro.
All right, bro. Hey, get your rest, dog. Bro, y'all don't know how good Ashley was at point guard, bro. Ashley was one of the best point guards in the city. And guess what? He was supposed to go to Jackson State, bro. And Andy Stoglin didn't recruit him. So him and D. Jamel Jackson, along with Elvis from Callaway, they went to Valley. And they beat Jackson State 4 straight years.
Dang.
Yeah, man. Ashley and D. Jamel was right here in the city, man. Right in the city of Jackson, bro. There was no way they were supposed to go to Valley, but
I mean, I'm starting to question that coach you talking about, man. He dropped the ball on you, and then
listen, dog. I'm telling you right now, man. I went in there. Me and my dad went and sat in his office, and I'm showing him my tape when I played against Meridian. I dropped 26, and he was recruiting a young fella that was playing at Meridian. I think his name was Derek Houston. I think that was his name. He was about 6'6". He was athletic as all get out. TD, jump out the gym. He had 5 dunks against us, but I had damn near 30 on him though. I'm like, I'm getting buckets. You just 6'6", athletically just dunking, which is cool, but we like, bruh, let me get this opportunity. So he didn't give it to me, and I wound up going JUCO. Now, the truth be told, bro, I was supposed to be at Mississippi College though. After I finished that, I was supposed to go to Mississippi College and just play my last 2 years. I had still didn't really get a lot of D1 offers because I was a role player. I went from being a scorer to a role player, and I had to accept that, so the offers, were what they were. And then 2 weeks before school started, I went and I got married in college, obviously, and 2 weeks before school started, TD, I went and told the coach I wasn't going to play. I told him I was retiring. I didn't want to play ball no more because I just wanted to go work and get money, man, because I was broke. That's why I believe so heavily in NIL, because I know how it is to be a college athlete. I had $40 a week, bro. I ain't had no money. You eating in a cafe, you know what I'm saying? But when I went to Jackson State, I had sat out a year. Then I went to Jackson State in 03. I'm married and I was a commuter, bro. I ain't had no friends. I was just a student, bro. So that's why most people, I went to class and went home. It wasn't like no parties, and my college life at JSU wasn't like that. I would go to the football games. Hey, Miss Go Gray, how you doing? Yeah, Trey Johnson. Oh yeah, Coach Trey was that dog. He was good in baseball, basketball, and he went on to Jackson State, and he's a Jackson State legend, and he's assistant coach now. But for those that don't know, Ashley Robinson was one of the best point guards come through Merle, man. So at this time, let me give him a little Merle trivia. Mo was 9th grade. I was 10th grade. Tamika Reed was 11th grade. And Ashley Robinson was 12th grade. All at Merle, all playing basketball.
Wow.
Mo was 9th grade. I was on the JV team. Tamika Reed was playing for Coach Anna Jackson. She was a junior. And Mo was playing, and Ashley was playing for Coach Fritt as a senior. Richard Bradley had just graduated the year prior in 97. So that whole Merle connection, now you can put it together. And Trey came, I want to say after Mo. I think Trey came right after that. Yep. Man. So that Merle lineage over at JSU is strong, man. Hey, Miss No Gray, how you doing, sweetie?
Hey, I just finished up some notes. I was like, I cannot come on. I was like, I'm doing this thing. You work 15 minutes, take a 3-minute break, work 15. Oh, I'm going to sleep well tonight. I'm actually caught up.
Yes, Coach Reed is from Jackson. She's a Jackson native. Went to Merle High School, played for the greatest high school women's basketball coach in the history of Mississippi sports. Coach Anna Jackson out of Murrah High School. How many championships she won? About 5 or 6 of them things?
Yeah, it was like
She's a GOAT. So now
That's
you see why
crazy.
Coach Tamika Reed is so good, because she come from under a great coach, and others that she played for and coached with and under, So yeah, that Murrah connection is strong, man. It's a lot. If you
And
know,
you
you know.
know, Ken, I don't think no other school can say that much is all from one city, but one high school. That connection is deep.
Oh yeah, man. It's like that. Murrah, yeah. Othello Harrington played at Murrah. Lindsey Hunter played at Murrah. Shucks, man, the list goes. Jesse Pate, James Hollywood Robinson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Ronnie Henderson. We talking about some legends, man, that have played and come up through Murrah, man, under the great coach Osmond Jordan. Come on, man.
I mean, I think Merch probably loving this kid.
Yeah, man. Shout out to I know Zoe always talking about that North and Callaway, but man, no, bro. Murrah was always that school, man. That 1400, baby. Woodrow Wilson.
It just came down to football. Then Coach O, they ran that part of it, man. Proline.
Yeah, like I was actually the manager for the football team when I was in high school playing basketball under Coach Heidelberg. Rest in peace, Coach Heidelberg, man. Rest in peace to Coach Heidelberg and Coach Frith, man. We lost both our coaches. They no longer with us. Yeah, Coach Frith passed away a few years ago.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Othello went to Murrah High School too, bro. One of the best to ever play.
Merch Pride, man. We appreciate you too, brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, when you know, baby. That's what I'm saying. So it was hard for me to leave Murrah. I left Murrah and went. Look at Emmett. Let's see. It's hard giving a basketball. Man, it was so difficult, man. I honestly, I always say I don't live with regrets. As an asterisk by that statement for me, because I do, but I can't say that because I do feel like my life went the way God had it to go, and it couldn't have went no other way. So I don't live and think that way, because that thought goes against reality and God's sovereign will, and I'm content with it. But I always be like, damn, if I would have went to Mississippi College, I would have never went to Jackson State, and I wouldn't be as passionate about Jackson State as I am. So. And
you wouldn't have this platform.
Exactly. I could have did without the marriage that early, but that's a whole other story for another day.
But right.
Let me leave that alone, man. I ain't gonna.
No, see, even that was a learning experience.
No, it was, man. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. But no, but everything go full circle, man. I was with my grandma, man, and I just needed some stability, and I kind of took it up on my own, and wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Stay with my pops, man. Madison Central was the only way I could go, and they basketball team wasn't all that. And look, coach, look what coach just said. Tell them again, coach. They all went to Jackson. They all went to Chastain. I can't even scroll up, man. Oh, there we go. Everybody that we just mentioned, they all played at Chastain.
Wow.
North Jackson, baby. A lot of greats came through this city, man. That's why we go hard for it, man. A lot of greats, man. Look at all the talent we just talked about. Ronnie Henderson, Othello Harrington. And then I ain't talking about Callaway. Mario Bland just actually got inducted in the Hall of Fame for Callaway. Mario Bland stayed literally on Azalea, TD. He ain't too far from your house. Mario Bland, I remember playing in Mario Bland backyard. He had the first full court in the backyard I had ever seen in my life.
Oh, wow.
And it could be more in the late 80s.
You know what's funny, though? Even in the 80s, that's all I knew, because I came from a little town.
No.
Yep. That's what I was looking at, his thing in the 80s. Man, I just...
So, let me say one thing, and I'm going to shut up. Shout out to KT Dub. Most people don't know this, but KT Dub was he was actually If you go back and look at it, Kevin Wilbert was all-state backcourt with him and Chris Jackson out of Brookhaven High School. KT Dub is a legend in the hoop what do you call it? The hoop the Rolodex of the greats that have come out of Mississippi. He was showing us his highlights of him dunking, Rochelle. When we was on with the Mississippi Valley.
He loved the fact that he's on somebody and Henry Merrill they first lost. Guess who handed them they only lost? Me. And now through that thing, man. Hey, they could be near me, man. I said, yeah, you get
Oh my God. TD, you is stupid.
Hey, you want to get him started on that, man. I mean, golly, man. He put up some clips, man. We had to wait for it to clear up.
Where was the clip set on his phone?
On his phone, man. On the
Listen, let me tell you something. You know that wherever he go, he is showing them clips.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. Hey, it don't matter. If you did it, you done it, and it's going to forever stay with you.
Listen.
But no, like, if we could just really have a basketball show for just Jackson. Like, you think about 833 and all the greats that come through 833. I felt like that era.
The highway and gave y'all boys some trouble now.
Man, Canton High was what gave us fits. I had to play against. I'm gonna name some players. I had to play against Alonzo Lane, Baby Shaq. I was talking about him just the other day. He dunked on me in high school and kicked me in my chest because when he would dunk, he'd kick. Man, he kicked me in my. I had him TD. I was defending him pretty well, but we already knew like you couldn't let him get the ball in the paint. For those that don't know, Alonzo Lane, he wound up going on to Arkansas. But I would front him. I knew how to. I got the scouting report, and I knew how to defend him. And one time he got it in on me, TD. I rotated too late, and he had already. He was en route going up, and I knew it was over with Rochelle. Yeah, I was about to be on WAPP.
Hey, man.
It was too late. Then. Hey, look, he had already took flight and he slept, and all you heard was woo.
Right. He had some hoopers around him too, man. He had some boy that can shoot that thing, man.
So I played with two from Canton. But Canton had a team, man, that had, I forgot the point guard name. Was it Bo? I think his last name was Outlaw. One of them outlaw boys, man. And then you had BJ Townsend, who was a star, obviously. You had Kenya. You had Kenyon Williams. He was my teammate as well. So Kenyon and BJ both he said got dunked on trying to front him. But now, man, they had a squad, man. My boy EJ Bass. Canton always had that team. We beat them in Canton, TD. Let me tell you something. That was one of the most nerve-wracking games I've ever played in. Madison Central versus Canton High School at Canton. And let me tell you something. That's the old gym, bro, where everybody was standing there on the baseline and you got to take the ball out. And look, Rochelle, somebody say something crazy. Don't look back.
Ooh.
No, you don't look back. If they heckle you and they say something crazy, man, you trying to get out there. You trying to get out that thing with your life. It was like that. And look, we won, TD. We hit it. Carlos Ellis, my teammate, hit a buzzer beater, bro. He hit a buzzer beater, man, to win the game. And they huddled up and they said no good. And we was like, are you kidding me? And we wound up losing in overtime, bro. And let me tell you something. When that game was over with, them referees, they all of them ran 4-5, 4 flats. They were running out that gym. They jumped in their vehicles and they were gone. And our bus was still getting. Y'all saw that video of the team that was Allen versus whatever school that was. They were banging on the bus, talking about some take your stuff, your hat, and leave. Them folks were beating all on our bus and stuff, man. We was like, man, get the heck out of here, man. These Negroes up here go kill us.
Hey, as a kid, you played in the old gym at Canton?
Yep. In 99, yep.
Oh yeah, man. I like that gym, man, because we had to go up the stairs, and you know we was up, you know what I'm saying, looking down on. Yeah, man. Those were good times, man.
It was intense, TD.
Yeah,
It
man.
was
We had this
intense,
cat
man.
named Joseph Fleming came through. As a matter of fact, his son, I think he had a son who just he was highly recruited. I don't know if he went to Georgetown or not. I don't remember. But yeah, man, basketball, those were some good times, man.
Man, it
So,
was, man. Bama Jackson was tough. Well,
yeah,
not too tough at the time. We
at
would
the
beat
time,
but
yeah,
we Bama Jackson we didn't really struggle with, but all the city schools, man. I got off against Provine, until Justin Reed. They ran a boxing one on me. I ain't scored no more, TD. I had 16. I was like 80 last night. I had 16 in the first half against Provine, and then Justin Reed started face guarding me. Now I'm 6'3", Justin Reed, rest in peace. He's 6'6", 240, 45. And he just basically face guarded me. I didn't score another point the rest of the game. I was
man,
like, bro, y'all go ahead.
Hey, it was a guy on that Provine team, man. He played a lot. I don't remember his name. I know he was tall, slim, had an afro. That boy was he was a silent killer, man. I don't know what his name was, Justin.
Provine had so many superstars. I can't. Aaron Harper, Marcus Terrell, David Sanders, Justin Reed, Tommy Kelly. What's his name? Is it Kamari? I forgot Kamari's last name. Man, that team, Provine was the real deal, bro.
Yeah, that when they had Coach Riley over there, man. I mean, that was during the time.
That was when they had Brent. I'm talking about. Riley came after Brent.
Well, yeah, I remember Brent. Yeah,
man. Yes, Devin Booker is from Moss Point, so I go see my nephew who's playing at Lanier. My nephew Chris Chandler, call him Mook, and they doing a tournament, TD, a weekend tournament. Moss Point plays first. My boy Gabe, like, hey man, they got this young man, like he one of the best players in the state. His name Devin Booker. Dude, I'm watching this kid, man. This team was when I say cheeks, his team was hindsight. Do you hear me? I'm trying not to cuss. They were dumpster truck. You feel me? But he was so good, bro, that he elevated. I never seen a player elevate just a bunch of just misfits. And he had like a silent 35, dunked on the dude, and he wound up winning the game for him. They wound up winning. And I did not know, fast forward a couple years later, I'm watching Kentucky. Devin Booker's coming out the bench playing for Calipari. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is that the kid that I saw? I'm like, I never even put it two and two together, man. And until later on, I was like, wow, that's Devin Booker. That's the young man that I got a chance to watch. And now he star for the Suns, killing in Moss Point, Mississippi.
Right.
But his daddy was from Missouri, played at Missouri. Melvin Booker. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Steve just put it in the chat. All right, let me shut up, Michelle. I've been running and ramping and yapping, and don't get me started in this high school basketball era.
I'm tickled pink that you got so much. Where are you, Ken? Have you made it where you need to go yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend tomorrow. I'm actually going to we're gonna pick up the toiletries tomorrow, and we'll deliver them to the school, and then I'm gonna spend some time with my grandmother, and then so I wanted to come a day earlier cause I'm trying to get as much time with her as I can, and just be very optimistic and positive about the grieving process. Take a different approach as opposed to, I still got time with it right now, so I want to make that count.
And that's what I was going to tell you. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy
Yep.
the moment. Enjoy the time you have with her. And
Yep.
How old is she?
Grandmother is 93 years old, man. 93 years young, and she got the biggest smile on her face. She said she lived a great life. God is good. She tired and she ready to go. I said, boy, hey, you earned that one, man. You know what I'm saying? You had to, man, let me tell you something. That lady, man, and I think I'm emotionally stable right now, but because that's what I'm focusing on right now, just how much of a pillar she was for me, coming up when moms would struggle. And this goes to show, man, you know, grandmothers are important because I used to, Michelle, you champion therapy, and I'm telling y'all, man, how important therapy is. I was an angry young man coming up, and I went to therapy after my marriage failed, and I needed a lot of answers, right? I wasn't angry anymore because what I didn't understand was, this is my testimony now. I resented my mother.
Oh yes. Yeah.
But I didn't know that until I went to therapy. And that lady asked me all them questions, TD. Next thing you know, I'm crying. I'm crying so hard. You know how you get that ugly cry?
You can't breathe.
And all she did was just handing me some tissue. She's like, here you go.
Yeah.
But no, reason being was I always would talk about my dad. And she was like, why do you resent your mother? I was like, I don't resent my mother. Next thing you know, I'm like, I don't resent my mother. But this is my point. I got a point. When you see your parents go through things that you don't understand, I was the baby of 5. My mother valued my upbringing, even when she felt like things were too tough for her. She knew that her mother had a stable environment, so she would put me over there and always make sure I had what I need. And, you know, that's kind of how it was. Well, and I say my grandmother was intricate in me, but this is why I was angry. My sister was older, and my sister would always go with my mom. I'm not gonna get into that stuff, but I just wanted to say, like, when I got older, do you know that it was just within the last couple of years of my life that I realized that it was actually the exact opposite? Think about it. Who do you go to when you don't have nobody else to go to? You go to mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And my mama went to her mama, and she was like, Mama, I need you to take care of my baby. Because this boy is special to me. And you're the only person that I know that I could trust you with him. And it wasn't that mama didn't want me. It was mama was trying to protect me and give me ability. He was wise enough to say, I don't have what I need to take care of him right now. Mm-hmm. So when I got that, I wasn't angry no more. You know what I'm saying? Now I feel so much love and compassion in my heart for her. So that's kind of like the story. So I'm just saying, so, you know, I mean, to anyone, you know, and that's how God will do it. This is really his story. It's not really about us. It's really his story. And you live it, and your life don't even belong to you like that. And you realize later on where we are now with the wisdom. You know, I'm the youngest on the platform right now. But you realize the stuff you go through ain't always for you. A lot of times what you go through ain't about you, and it's not for you. It's for how you know, God gonna minister through you and use your life to be able to go speak to some people. So now when he put us in the position that we in, TD, when we sit down and we talking to these young men and we mentoring them and we advising them, there's a level of understanding, patience, sensitivity, and respect. And they hear us, they feel us, and they take in what we say, and it's received a little bit better. So that's my little
Can I say
tidbit.
something?
I pause.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
Just a couple things, Ken. It's funny that's what the next section is going to be on is you are the tree to your childhood, what's in your roots. And a lot of us are not angry. We're really hurting, but because we haven't given permission to show our vulnerability, we show anger. So when I hear people talking about the angry Black woman and the angry Black man, and I do the same thing, Ken, in therapy, is that I give them, and I got some stuff I'm gonna give everybody, but it's called the anger iceberg, right? So I took the anger off and say, circle all these things you're feeling: hopelessness, tired, overwhelmed. This is all this stuff, right? This is what they feel and what they show, anger. And see, for you to say what you said was strong because we as Black people have always been said it happened to you when you was a kid. Get over it. How can you get over it when the little kid is you?
Man, look.
So that's gonna be the next session is about you are the tree of your childhood. What's in your roots?
But let me say this real quick though. I lost my grandmother a few months ago, And my brother, who on his platform, was right there. I cried on his shoulder. I cried harder when I saw him because I was just like, it was like he saw me trying to be as strong as I could for my family, man. My dad is crying, and this is tough, man. You know, seeing this stuff, and he was at the back of the church, and it was like,
it's okay to cry. Y'all do not have to be strong.
Oh no, I cried.
Good.
I was ugly face too. You know what I'm saying? But you get it out, and you realize that, man, these are phenomenal women, though, man. And I was blessed to be a part of, be around some greatness like that. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother, I always try to tell people, man, my grandmother was The Help. Y'all remember the movie The Help?
Yeah.
Remember that, Rochelle? The Help?
She said,
no, do you remember the movie The Help?
Yes.
My grandmother was The Help.
My grandmother was too.
I can name the family and the Gibson family. I'm telling you, man, I've seen it. I'm telling you, like, it was a different type of 93 years old.
Yeah.
Man, it's 2023. What's that? 1910 or something? Is my math off? 1920? What is it? 1930? 1930.
Minus 90.
What, man? I need
1933.
33. No, she's 93.
I said no. 1933 is with 90 years. I'm looking at it going back there, so she's definitely in that era of
1930.
For sure.
1930.
Yeah.
Damn, grandma was born in 30.
Yeah. Yes. Listen, that's why I'm listening. When she,
I'm just saying, like, listen, man, that was the Great Depression. No, that was the backside. Was it the Great Depression? Was it in the 30s, 29 to 30?
Black folks, we didn't know what the Great Depression was. We was already depressed.
Already.
I'm just saying, think about it, man. So what I have to think about is I say, man, when we go into the history books, you say, damn, she in Mississippi. And you got, what, MLK getting assassinated, 68? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And she was 38. I'm 41. Grandma was 38 when MLK got assassinated, bro. Great Depression was in the 20s. So my point is that I had two grandmas, and this is what's cool about that. My great grandmother she was 95, so her mom was hit at 95. And these are big mamas, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more big mamas. Like what said nowadays, you see a grandma.
I miss big mama. I feel sorry. Yeah, I feel
great grandma. What great grandma now? 50.
Yeah.
Grandma 36. 30. Still going to free lunch? Well, nah, let me stop. Let me stop.
But Ken, listen, y'all better have y'all think I'm playing. I told my son when I go, we having a whole party. Listen, Ken, let me tell y'all how crazy I am, because this is my thing. What I love about death is that your grandmama 93. She was like, she back this baby. Listen, if I could come back, I ain't coming back to this messed up United States. I'm going to be. I'm deuces out. She out, right? Enjoy her, celebrate her. Whatever her favorite songs was, y'all playing. Ain't no black and white coming, her bright colors.
I haven't seen my grandma smile this big, man, in a long time. So it's kind of hard. We were out here ugly face, and looking long face and stuff, and she like this right here. She's just looking at everybody. She's just everybody loving on it. She loving it. I'm just so I take you take her temperament, man, and you say, God is good, man, all the time, every day.
And if nothing else, Ken, she did the scripture for God says that when the child lives long is that they were good to their parents. So she has really exceeded above all that. So I'll be like, I'll be celebrating her hard. I told my son, though, Ken, I'm doing a video, Ken. Don't laugh, but look, I'm doing a video. So if anything ever happen, y'all come to the funeral, y'all gonna be sitting there crying. The video gonna say, "Hey, everybody, this Rochelle." Look, if you see me, that means I'm going with the Lord.
Oh my goodness.
We finna line dance up in here. Let's dance and have a good time.
Hey Ken, everything that you and Rochelle is speaking on is kind of what we was addressing at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Somewhat addressing at the beginning of the show. With the young man, make sure you do, you sit down and, we're just, you and your thoughts, no TV, no game, and think about, what it is, what's the comment, what's it going to be before you make a decision, because making decisions right now, what I'm saying, could be, determined on where you're trying to go in this life, whether it's football or not, a success or failure. You should have took a right, but you took a left. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that, you weigh out your thoughts, young people. Don't just emotionally get involved in something and don't get caught up, because everything, everything that someone tells you that it is, or it may work for somebody else, doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
That's a good point, bro. We just in that time frame right now. I tell you, man, NIL is HBCU's got some opportunities for some NIL. Shout out to Merch Pack. Merch sent me a picture today of the young man that I think his name is Glaze or something like that, Glazelle or something. So he got an NIL deal with Krispy Kreme, young brother with FAMU, and he wound up, they got hats with the Krispy Kreme logo and they got his number on the side. They selling hats, man. So he gonna get proceeds. And that was, so my point is that, again, there's be some opportunities, uniquely, and you may be in the room with someone that may feel like the best out is for them to go. I always tell everybody has to walk their own path. Every tub got to sit on his own bottom, and every path is different. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do realize that I feel like if we was winning and we was playing for what our goals were, a lot of these conversations would be a little different. We understand that. But I think in the end, you might see a few players test the waters to see what's out there. And they may realize that, they may have some opportunities. Maybe they won't, maybe they will, But I just say weigh it out. And, we love for everybody to stay a Tiger, but we want those that want to be a Tiger to stay a Tiger. Go ahead, Rochelle.
This is the quote that says, never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings.
That's a real thing.
And that's,
I say this right here.
Never make
we got a young man that just lost his life for that very reason.
Yep, exactly. Never
you
make.
Got them young men. You got multiple lives destroyed. The young man that's being buried this weekend. Rest in peace to the young man.
I said, one was playing football. You're right. Temporary feelings. You made something permanent, and now you're done.
Both of them are playing football.
Yep.
Now they're gonna be playing football in the penitentiary now, on the yard. So it's a sad reality, man. I was just saying earlier, man, this is look, man, it don't cost nothing to be nice. That's why I changed my tune on how we interact on here. Look, man, we value everybody's opinion. And what I mean by that is everybody has a voice, whether you agree with us, we disagree. It can all be done respectfully. The last thing I'm going to do is, be disrespectful to somebody because they don't think how I think. Because you never know, man. People losing their mind right now. Somebody, over in Maine, you just had another mass shooting, and you just never can tell. Rochelle, I showed you a video earlier today. You said, man, this is just demonic. People are really, man, it don't cost nothing to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Live to fight another day. Walk away, keep rolling, man. Keep it going. So our motto and our mission is love, man. We're gonna continue to love, spread love. When we say DI love, it's really an action. It's an action word for us, like what we're doing. Thank you to everybody that donated tonight. If you want to continue to donate, we still about 500 short. I think so. Whatever we short, we'll cover. It's okay, but if you want to donate, you can hit the Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. If you want to purchase merch, go to KC-1400 Media. Every dollar that comes to this platform is going to be used for what we need it for. We traveling this weekend, rental car, hotels. We're going to do that. We're going to go get that content y'all like. You guys are telling us what you like to see. Click them videos, watch them videos. Don't skip the ads. You know what I'm saying? Whatever little bit you can do. Least you can do is watch the content. You know what I'm saying? We got almost 5,500. EA, you ain't been sent to the gulag just yet, but
that dude is so crazy, man.
What I asked of you is that You be in your own little world in the chat, bro. Don't be spamming the chat. You got close one time. I had to mute you for about 5 minutes one time because you was in here cutting up, but I let you.
He was at a bowling alley and did the killing. And you know what's sad? It's so normal that they ain't even talking about it.
What I just last saw, it was 22 homicides, 22 murders, and several injuries. Go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off.
That's crazy.
Right.
It's go ahead.
It was two things I was going to say before we got too far off, Ken, and then I'm kind of relinquish everything. You talked a lot about football tonight. With that being said, the JSU basketball teams are about to hit the hardwood.
Yep. Men
and women, go get your season pass, man. We got to support. I mean, we want to make a change. Change starts with us. So, get your season passes. Let's pick out, the AAC. Let's support Coach Tamika Reed, and the Tigers, along with, Coach Mo, his staff, and the men Tigers. Let's support the best we can. And I didn't get a chance to finish say this earlier. I know, people that are tuning in, time is kind of dwindling down. If you can, your pockets and your time allow, and you true blue, come on to Arkansas with us and let's root on our Tigers, because again, the boom is not going to be there. And you know what was the beautiful thing to me, Ken, doing homecoming? If you go back, for those of you who are still listening, who go to KC-1400 me, click on the video.
What's the most beautiful thing?
When you look at the videos, man, and the DJs was playing the songs and the bands were playing, and then they stopped and the crowd still carried on the songs and the words.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They were still carrying it on, and it was clear where the camera, where it was able to pick up what they were saying. So that's what we need. And we did that at Valley. If you go back and watch the Valley, well, I don't know if we got that, but when the band stopped playing or the music stopped playing, the crowd was still going. I know we did it at homecoming. So that's what we're going to need when we go down to Valley. If you don't have a ride, reach out to Kevin Young and Fanatics. And I know he's taking the bus. I'm not, it's probably full by now. But if it don't matter how you get there if you can. If you can't, you can't. But let's go support our Tigers. That's all I had for that.
Hey, I want to add, Coach Tamika Reed and her coaches and the team will be at the old Freelons, man. That's November the 11th for a fundraiser from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. I want to say I'm gonna name it right now because I actually have it in the I have it in a text thread. It's gonna be 440 rendezvous, November the 11th. That's a Saturday. That's a bye week for football. So that's Saturday from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's gonna be hosted by head coach Tamika Reed, players and staff. It's gonna be food, drinks, giveaways, and season giveaways. DJ Unpredictable, Brother Karamu Cunning on the ones and twos. He asked if we could come there and set up and do what we do.
Oh wow!
I ain't made no promises yet because we've been traveling a lot, and we gonna see. We're gonna find out a way to make some shape. But
is there a cover? Is there a cover or just come and?
I don't see a cover as a well. Yes, there is. Well, it says you go to www.jumpball1877.eventbrite. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me log in real quick on the phone.
And why you doing that,
brother? Put it on the screen.
Brother Ethan, man, I want to hear you. You say you coming, man. Bring your trombone. He say he's coming to Pine Bluff, UAPB, Brother Ephraim.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Let me drop this.
Come on down there.
So when somebody asked me, I haven't taken the test yet. That test is probably 3 hours long. I've been catching up. I haven't been able to sleep at night because I was behind in my notes, and I'm officially I got 3 notes, I think 4 notes left, and I was like, I can take a break, and I'm going to go back to it And I'm excited, y'all. Listen, I see so much more than I don't know. God be working with me in a different way with this chat and with us as a people. Um, I just see, I see the need for love more than I've seen before in my life. Like, you remember a Dionne Warwick song to this day is still what the world needs now is love. And oh, come on with her pretty self with the red lips. Come on, red lips, Aurora. Come on.
So there we go. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to cut you off, Ms.
No,
Rochelle.
that's fine. Come
Jump
on, red
Ball
lips.
1877 day party, 2 p.m., 7 p.m., Saturday, November the 11th. It's going to be at 440 Rendezvous. That is the old free lunch. That's free lunch.
Come on, day party. Come
So
on,
hosted
day
by
party.
head coach Tamika Reed. You go to donations and tickets here, www.jumpball1877.eventbrite.com. So if you want to attend this event, we're going to actually post this on all of our links, not links, but slides for the remainder until that time frame, until that time comes. So be on the lookout for that. I need to see if I can move it. I don't have a mouse right now, so I'm really just.
Y'all better support that pretty with them red lips. Come on, support the team because they you know what, this year I believe them girls gonna be they coming back with a vengeance, King.
I agree. I totally
it's gonna be a situation this year. They go.
I absolutely totally agree. We're gonna kick some butt this year. We're going to Puerto Rico to play. The men. So I do want to mention this though. I talked to Dub T. I haven't talked to Coach Mo about this yet, but you know the men are going to be playing Tulsa this year, and we were trying to look into possibly coordinate while they were in Tulsa, have the team to visit the Black Wall Street Museum while they're in town, and we already have someone that would actually take the lead on that and actually escort them. Got some hotel. Now got a really cool restaurant that's close by as well. So we trying to do some things, man. The women are going to be Kansas State. They got some other games that they'll be attending. We'll try to see what we can do, but pretty cool idea. You've been in Tulsa. Why not go to it? You know what I mean?
Right. And that could be life-changing for them too.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And that's, educate them and give them strength and let them understand their worth. So
go in there and get some motivation and go kick Tulsa butt.
Listen.
But yeah, man, Saturday, we'll be back on Friday night. We'll come to you guys live from Little Rock, Arkansas. We should be there. We should be ready to set up. We may have everybody on that'll be there. I think we'll set it up live with the camera and do like we normally do. Oh, there we go. Mother Mosley said, I live here in Tulsa. I'll be there. That's awesome. And that's the thing. Like for those that aren't that don't live in Jackson anymore or live in Jackson, get those schedules, man. Make sure you're checking out where the team is going to be. And if they're close by, go see them. Go see them, man. And look, hey, TD, them games in Cali is like next week. I mean, like the 1st of November, bro. I was
really?
like, oh, snap. Yeah, it's like the 7th, the 10th. It's something like that, bro. They play in San Diego, then they come up to Cal Baptist, and then they go to Loyola Marymount. So
so they're gonna only be in Southern Cal.
Southern Cal, yep. Check that schedule out.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it can't. I know it's not on the 7th because this event is on that day, that particular day.
Is that the girls or the guys?
Those are the men. The men are going to be in Cali this year.
Okay.
We may have to put something together for them, just like we did for the women last year. Somebody said send them to Knoxberry Farm.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, someone said that before.
Yeah, Knott's Berry pretty good. Yikes! Tickets for standing room only. World seats. Oh yeah, 500. Oh yeah, man. He in Texas, man. The Rangers gonna take it home this year over the Razorbacks. Not the Razorbacks, but the Diamondbacks. So in Cali, they're gonna be playing. We got San Diego first, then we got Cal Baptist, and then we got Loyola Marymount.
Okay.
In that order.
Well, listen, it is 9:53. I just had to come on and take a break because I was excited. But I'm going to get back off and finish these last notes so I can actually have a really good night. Because I've been tossing and turning for the last week behind in these notes. I'm going to have a solid sleep tonight for sure.
Yes, you are, because you said you were. We ain't gonna be on, but we got about 7 minutes left, and we're gonna shut it down. 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay.
I dropped the link. This was just a heartfelt show. Sometimes we'll have this. We can come on. Anybody from UAPB want to come up Friday night, talk some football. We'll be in Little Rock. If you're in the area, hell, we might have a show. If you staying close to the, we'll be at the Marriott downtown in Little Rock on Friday night. If you're in the area, let us know. We may do a live show and just do it like that. Myself, TD, KT Dub, and we'll go from there. So,
well, you know, I love if we talking anything that I can jump in and double dutch with some therapy, you know, I'm gonna jump in there. And
well, this was perfect for you. Perfect for you.
Well, I just want y'all to know this, and this was real.
Good work, though. Proud of you. I said, I'm definitely proud of you, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. I just want seriously. I just need y'all to learn how. You matter. If y'all don't know nothing else, you matter. And I know right now what you see going on, I still want us to know you matter. So I am hoping that y'all take the test so we can talk about it on the next one. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good show. That's gonna be a good show. What's in your roots? So we can help cut them roots out and put some new roots in. It's never too late to try. Every day, God give us new mercies. So every day we got a chance to get it right. Every day I wake up, I say, well, I can't do everything, but I'm going to do something better, TD. I'll be like, I got a good day to do it right. I got another day to try. I messed up yesterday, but God dog it, I'm going to do better today. So don't beat yourself up. Just learn how to live in the moment.
That's right.
If the day is a good day, don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know. Tomorrow will take care of itself. But start slowing down and learning how to live in today.
I'm going to say this too. I'm going to add to this. I saw a video on IG. Really good perspective. He said, if you knew you wasn't going to make it home tomorrow night, you leave home and you knew you wasn't going to make it back. He said, who'd you call? How would you spend that time? You know what I'm saying? Be intentional about living, man. I say it all the time. If you're holding a grudge, let it go. Forgive them. For real. Let them go. Try to smile more. You know what I'm saying? Life is just too precious, man. Time is just too limited to be around here miserable every day. You know what I mean? We all gonna check out this thing, so think more about where you're gonna spend outside this body than you do inside it. So that's just kind of my little tidbit. I'm intentional about what we're doing. If we don't take what we do serious, then nobody else will. I move around, I see my friends, and they like, man, you really doing what you do, and I'm like, bro, I enjoy what we do. Love the people I get to do it with, and we're gonna put into it what we can, everything we got, and see what happens. So I admonish everybody to do the same. We appreciate everybody that continue to tune in on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a labor of love, man. When you're traveling, sometimes you just want to get off the plane, go get something to eat and chill, you know, but it's Wednesday night, so we got to jump on this thing, and we have to be fluid at times. But Friday we'll be ready. We'll be rocking and rolling. We expect everybody to come up. If for all my football heads out there, hey man, go watch that Arkansas Pine Bluff Alcorn game, and come back in here Friday night and let's talk about it. Let's talk about what you think, keys to the game. Let's get into some specifics, man. Let's talk some football. So I'm excited about that. And then two, just be gentle. You know, we got some. It's still a volatile situation, man. We still transitioning. We're not a finished product by no shape, form, or fashion. You know, allow the coaches to continue to establish their programs and hey, you know, y'all go hit that link, man. Go follow Miss No Gray. Go follow. Hit that subscribe button. Turn them notification bells on.
Can I just give a shout out, Ken? I want to thank you for that. I started out, and what I'm going to start, I'm thanking every follower that I have. I think I'm up to 337. I'm going to celebrate every one I get. I'm celebrating. So thank you for doing that.
We got 300 in here now. I need every 300 person in here to go to click that link and hit the subscribe button right now. So you know you're looking and you know you hear my voice. Just all you got to do is click the link and hit subscribe.
I'm meeting some I'm really meeting some really nice people, Ken. People that they're connected, and it's just it's a blessing. So I just don't take it lightly. So I do want to thank y'all for the support, and thank you, TD, because I know you be whispering some prayers for your girl. I know you that prayer warrior over there on that side.
Yeah, I be sending it out to my girls, man. Tell them go check this out.
No doubt, man.
I thank you so much. Thank you for that, because that's my calling is young girls. Well, women, period, but especially the 30s and 40s. So please let them know about who I am so they can come get to know. Okay.
I you know what? I'm glad somebody else said it, Blue. I ain't got to say it now. So I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, Blue, we had to talk about that, man. I mean, they are, you know what, man, it's an oxymoron, you know, when you come down to that with me, man, because watching them, their size and some of the quickness that they have, and, you know, the linebackers, they have a pretty big defensive line too. Now, they appear to be a little slow, but, you know, they fill in some gaps. So Blue, you know,
I agree with Blue, man. No, I'm just saying. I think we're gonna do our thing. I think you're gonna see a better version of 15. I think we're gonna run the ball very well this weekend, and I think the defense is gonna come in and bring some more of that nasty.
That's what's up.
That is a great point. That's a great point, Blue. That's actually a really good point. They are a well-coached team, but the talent isn't all the way there. So you can tell that they're definitely playing up. That is true. They got some pieces, just not enough. They got some pieces, not enough. For those who wanted to know, that Alcorn UAPB game is on. Just pull up Alcorn versus UAPB on YouTube, and you will see. I think you'll see the whole game, like 3 hours and 30 minutes. You can fast forward through it and just kind of watch it accordingly, though. But it was a good game, man. They held their own for a little while, then Alcorn started to separate. Alcorn is going to be a fun week because we want everybody from Alcorn to come over here and talk that stuff, man. They playing well right now. The quarterback number 4 is in a nice little groove, and it looked like number 0, Agent 0, is starting to come along too. So Alcorn got they're in the soft part of their schedule as well. They got a really good chance to win the West, man. A really good chance, you know, with only one loss so far. And I just want to play spoiler. So that'll be kind of cool. That'll be cool.
Okay.
So, but hey, that's all we got for tonight. Again, one more thing I do want to say before we get out of here, man. Go get your hoodie. KC-1400media.com. Go order your hoodie, man, right now. We still got all sizes available. Go grab your hoodie. This is not just you can rock this hoodie.
Plush, man. It looked plush, man. It looked nice. It looked very comfortable.
Oh yeah, man. This is gonna be fly. I can't wait to get mine and rock that thing.
I'm with you.
So go grab your hoodie. KC-1400media.com. Grab your merch. Grab a t-shirt. We got a t-shirts on the site as well. Last but not least, like I said, if you want to donate to the platform, Cash App Ken Clark 1400, PayPal.me/Ken Clark 1400, KC-1400 Media Group on Zelle. That's pretty much it. That's all I got.
Love y'all.
Tiger Nation. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
I'm Miss No Gray. Later, Ken.
All right, bro. I'll get with you tomorrow, big dog. Appreciate everybody.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that was huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.